This is a study guide for the basketball unit, version 1. Basketball was started by a PE teacher named James Naismith at Springfield College in Springfield, Massachusetts. It was rainy outside and he wanted to find an activity that people could do inside, and hence he came up with basketball. This is actually a picture of the first basketball court at Springfield College. In basketball, there are 5 players per team on the court at any given time. So one team has 5 players for a total of 10. The basketball hoop is 10 feet from the ground in a regulation basketball hoop. If a player who possesses the ball walks or takes 2 steps without dribbling, then that player has committed traveling, the foul of traveling. A throw-in is a method of restarting play after the ball goes out of bounds. If, in this case, let's say the ball went off the player in the white uniform, the player in the black uniform will get the ball and be able to throw it into his team. A layup is a shot where a person drives hard to the basket and jumps off of 1 foot. Usually they'll use the backboard to bounce the ball into the hoop. That's a layup. Okay, a cut is a move by an offensive player who does not have the ball to try to get open to receive a pass. Here's the different kinds of cuts. One is a backdoor cut where they're trying to sneak behind the opponent. Another is a curl cut where they're trying to sneak around a pick. And another is a V cut where they move in and then out. The point of the cut is to create space to receive a pass. A pick is a way where one offensive player who doesn't have the ball stops the defensive player from following the offensive player with the ball. In this case, one person is standing and blocking the defensive player so that the person with the ball can advance towards the basket or get open for a shot. A rebound occurs when a person takes a shot and the ball does not go into the hoop. People from both teams will then jump and try to get the ball, essentially, or rebound the ball. When they rebound the ball, they then have possession and can either try for another shot if the offensive team gets it, or if the team that was on defense gets the ball, they now are on offense. There's a couple different ways to do defense. In this example, press or a full court press, the defensive players guard aggressively the offensive players before they can get down the court and set up their offense. Another kind of defense is denial defense. In this example, a defensive player will guard the offensive player very closely, usually using their hands to block passing lanes, trying to prevent the ball from being passed to the offensive player. A fake is when an offensive player makes a deceptive move to fool the defense. A lot of times this is done shooting. In this case, the person in the black uniform probably just faked a shot, causing the person in the white uniform to jump to try to block the shot. As soon as the person jumps, the person with the ball can then advance the ball as the defensive player is off the ground. One of the rules in basketball is you are allowed to pivot on 1 foot. As long as you keep your foot down, in this case this is this person's right foot, he can move in any direction he wants from that right foot. As soon as he picks up the right foot to move, though, without dribbling, he has committed traveling. If a person is fouled, they're entitled to what's called a free throw. A free throw is done from a marked line. Nobody can guard the free throw shooter, and as you can see in this picture, both teams will line up on the side, waiting for the ball to either be rebounded, or if he makes a shot, then the defensive team gets the ball. A drive is an aggressive move towards the basket made by an offensive player. As you can see in this case, this person is pretty stretched out. He's trying to cover a lot of ground really fast. That's the purpose of a drive. Double dribble is when a person dribbles a basketball, stops dribbling, and then dribbles again, hence double dribble. It is a violation and it is a turnover. Dribbling is a process of moving the ball repeatedly by contacting it with the hand. You can contact it with either hand, not at the same time. you can pretty much dribble in any direction that you want. But this is the primary method of moving the ball forward without passing it. A foul occurs usually, it can occur either if a person is shooting or if they're driving or anything like that. If the defensive player makes contact with the offensive player, typically a foul is called. Fast break is a process by which the offense moves the ball down the field very quickly before the defense can get set up. This is kind of the opposite of the press or the full court press. In this case, the offense is trying to get down the court as quick as they can to set up for a shot before the defense can get set up. And this has been the Basketball Study Guide, version 1.